Well, we got plenty of blackberries. There's a bunch of them on over in there. I ain't gonna be able to get to them, but we got plenty of red ones left, so I should be able to get a second picking off of these. They don't dry up and fall off. But we're gonna get these and maybe make some jam out of them. We'll see what we can do. But I'm gonna keep on picking, and I'll come back and show you how many I get. Well, did pretty good. We got a pretty good sized pan full of blackberries here. Yeah, it was sure enough hot out there. I was soaking wet before the rain come. But I gotta wash them now. That'll be the next step. But I ain't got no running water in here, so I have to wash them outside. And I ain't gonna do it in that rain, so. It's about supper time, so I'm gonna go cook supper, and we'll wash these things and start making a jam in the morning. Alright, well, got our blackberries in here. I got my jars in this pan. They're covered in water. They've been boiling for a little while. Keep them hot for when we get ready to jar it up. And I'm going to put my blackberries in this pan right here. So we're going to measure them out and see how many cups of blackberries we got. Then we'll know how much sugar to put in there. There's 2. Well, that makes 10 cups and a handful. I'm going to mash these up a bit. Well, a lot of these recipes, they call for 1 cup of fruit, 1 cup of sugar. But I'm going to split this sugar in half and just see if it's going to set up and work out. So I got 10 cups of berries. I'm going to put 5 cups of sugar, and we'll see how it turns out. I probably don't need to eat that much anyway because it'll run my sugar up. But we're going to try it out anyway. I'll probably wind up giving most of this away. But we'll see if it sets up. I'm going to start this on a low heat and get it warmed up and get all that sugar dissolved, and keep stirring. It's just like making gravy. If you want good creamy gravy, you got to stir it. So we're going to stir this stuff, and then we'll bring it up to a boil we'll let it cook, and then we'll test it and see if it's gonna set up. And if it don't, we'll cook it some more. Alright, well, it's been cooking for a bit, so I got a cold plate here to have in the refrigerator. We're gonna see if this thing's gonna set up. Tastes good. Not quite ready yet. I'll cook it some more. Whole lot of stirring. If you don't stir it, it'll stick on the bottom and burn the whole mess. Like I said a while ago, it's just like making gravy. If you make sausage gravy, flour gravy, whatever kind of gravy you're making, the secret to it coming out smooth and creamy is stirring. Cooking it real slow and stand there and stir it until it starts getting thick. About the same way with this. It takes a lot of patience for that stirring. Alright, let's try this again. See if it's going to set up this time. Looking pretty good. I'm going to stick them in the refrigerator for a couple of minutes and then we'll see. Well, he's pretty well gelled up there. He's sliding just a little bit, but I think it's done. So now we'll start getting the jars out and jarring this stuff up. Alright, we got 7 full jars and a piece of jar. I'm just going to put this one in the refrigerator to be eaten on. I'm going to put these lids in the hot water and then and loosen up that rubber seal so it can stick better. 4, 6, 7. I'm going to set this in the refrigerator and see if it can go ahead and set up for us. Now I need to just wipe around the rims of these. Make sure I get a good seal. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's kind of warm. But I leave a little head space there. And then we'll put the lids on. And I got this little magnet deal. He's for picking them lids up out of that hot water. I got this jar picker upper. We're just going to set them back down in here. Now that ain't enough to fill this pot up. I got some empty jars in there to fill up the space so they don't turn over. So I gotta heat up some more water. There's some. I'm gonna bring this to a boil, and as soon as it starts boiling, we time it for 10 minutes, and then we can take them out. Wound up with 7 jars. They're still a little warm, but they've cooled and they've all sealed. And you can check to see if they sealed by pressing down on the lid. If it pops up and down, it ain't sealed. But all these are sunk in, so they seal. Now this is a half a jar that I put in the refrigerator. He's set up pretty good. We're gonna taste him. He's a little bit softer than like store-bought jelly, and it's still, but that makes him spread better. But he's set up pretty good. He got half the sugar. But I don't like stuff that's real sweet, overly sweet. So let's taste it and give it a try. That's good. It's got a lot more blackberry flavor. It's sweet, but not overly sweet. And you get more of the tartness, and you get more of the tartness and the blackberry flavor out of it. I think it turned out real good. And if you'd like to try it, just cut the sugar in half. Now you might have to cook it a little bit longer to get it set up. The more sugar you have, the quicker it's going to get thicker. So I wound up cooking this. I cooked him low and slow. I get him to a slow boil, just a bubble here and there, and I stirred him real good. Man, I cooked him, oh, I don't know, about an hour, I guess. But I constantly stirred him, and I didn't let him come to a big rolling boil. You get that big rolling boil, you get a lot of foam on top, and then you got to scrape all that foam off. But I cooked him slow and constantly stirred him, and then that way he'll thicken up eventually. It just takes a little longer, but I didn't put no sugar gel in it, just blackberries and sugar. That's all that's in there. So appreciate you watching. I'll see you on the next one.